Facebook, MySpace, text messaging, Yahoo Messenger, different ways that Generation X and Y is communicating with their family, friends, and loved ones. This generation is now being called Generation MySpace. The MySpace generation, a generation that's using the instantaneous messaging resources instead of the personal contact that we use on a day-to-day basis.
A case study was done by Pace University on the digital relationships in the MySpace generation, and this study was conducted to explore how subjects use social networking sites and instant messengers to engage in interpersonal relationships. This is Chris Foster, a member of the MySpace generation. He's an avid text messenger, MySpace, and Facebooker. So we followed him around to better understand the life of someone within this new generation.
I don't know if people use it to actually replace various form of communication. Now it does replace, in an instance, the old time I call you, we talk on the phone sort of thing, because it allows you to actually communicate with other people no matter where you are. Usually, you can't sit in class or even in church or somewhere and call someone, but you can text. So I believe it does kind of minimize the oftentimes how we always call someone. But as far as eliminating those various types of communication, I don't believe so.
Okay. And how often do you use your cell phone for?
Probably every 30 seconds, every 30, 45 seconds or so. Because in my stead, I'm always, doing something, handling some type of business, or calling someone, or someone calling me, and different things like that. So I always use my phone.
Yes, text messaging is the leading use for the cellular phones for the MySpace generationers. The Pace University study gives us some figures. It shows that 42% of the time that MySpace generationers use the phone for text messaging, and 11% of the time very frequently. People are not only turning towards text messaging, but they're turning towards the World Wide Web, Facebook, and MySpace.
Other forms of communication that we use on a day-to-day basis to communicate with family and friends, but not actually on a one-to-one, face-to-face basis.
Unfortunately, I've become an addict, so I use it every day, sometimes multiple times a day. I get, actually speaking of text messages, I get my notifications directly to my phone from when someone sends me a message, saves as a friend, anything like that. So I use Facebook and MySpace every day.
The PACE study showed that 79% of participants reported accessing these sites at least once a week, and 21% reported doing so several times a day. This demonstrates that there is a regular use of these sites among the participants that were interviewed for this research. Nevertheless, the participants did enjoy the ability to present themselves via a profile. The study also states that as characters in a story or in roles participants hope to fulfill and express, impression management is evident in how the participants describe their use of social networking sites. According to the study, some participants indicated that they did end up meeting face-to-face with friends they first met online, but this was an exception. While there was a degree of excitement and novelty associated with using these sites to meet new people, participants did acknowledge the friendships were superficial.
When it comes to family, I think it all depends on what is, what is pertaining to, what are you dealing with. I know mainly my family, I don't really text my family unless they're at work or in class or something like that. Then we'll send a text message. Otherwise, no, we'll normally call or, like you say, see each other face to face. So when it comes to family, I mainly prefer actually talking to them.
Christian is the exception to the rule. With maintaining relationships, many participants enjoyed using technology to support an expanded social